Abarigani, Ndugu Nadada. This is your brother, your Nduga, Abu Amin Ra. Listen, my brothers and sisters, if we are to bring an end to this dreadful plight we find ourselves in, the very first thing we must do is say no to it and stop acquiescing or going along with it. We must raise the battle cry. Africa for Africans. Africans on the continent and Africans throughout the diaspora. All others who reside in Africa, the Chinese, the Koreans, the Arabs, the Europeans, and the Indians or Hindu, can never be Africans. All they are colonizers, interlopers, visitors, and exploiters. So my brothers and sisters, we must begin to see with our seeing eye, to hear with our inner ears, and to understand with our cosmic minds that we have no friends but ourselves. Everyone else comes to us with the intent of exploiting us, taking what is ours and using it for themselves. So my brothers and sisters, we must resist them, and we must start by saying a resolute no to them and acting on that no and making it real by defending it with your lives. If you don't do this, then you can surrender to your oppression, to this dreadful plight African people has been going through since the fall of the Roman Empire. My brothers and sisters, we can do this if only we will. Let me share this with you. Are you aware that the Europeans, a chief oppressor of ours presently, who are now being replaced by the Arabs and the Asians, do you realize these Europeans are only 8% of the world's population of 7 billion people? Do you further realize that we, the quote-unquote African people, are approximately 2 billion out of 7 billion people? Are you aware of how much potential power this is? Think, if we were united and all stood at once, we could stop the world from rotating. My brothers and sisters, we have the power. All we have to do is develop the will to say no to oppression, and oppression shall come to an end. Can you understand this, my brothers and sisters? If you can understand that the only reason we are oppressed is because we go along with it. Once we say no to it and defend that no with our lives, our oppression will come to an end. It will only be just a matter of time. We must first transcend our fears of the Europeans and others and realize they can do no more to us than we can do to them. And that is kill us or we kill them. Can you understand this? Don't worry about his weapons and what he can do with his weapons. We have weapons also. And our weapon primarily is the will to be liberated. The will to kick the oppressor out of Africa and out of our lives. Do you understand this? We must begin to develop a black global ideology of liberation. And once we do this and act on this, liberation shall be ours. Do you hear me? Do you understand how powerful the word no is? Once we say no and substantiate that no by defending that no with our lives, there's no power in this world that can keep us oppressed. They can kill us. We can kill them. But they cannot keep us oppressed. If we decide to say no to it, stand up, transcend our fears, and face the fear. And once we realize that fear is not real, it's on. Victory is ours in a matter of time and a matter of losses. Do you understand what I'm saying? If you do, stand up. Say no. Face your fear and do what is necessary to make that no real. Peace. Hotel. Mainduga na dada. Uhuru.